Hey everyone, it's Review Bra. Alright, a more standard greeting here. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I'm your host, Report of the Week. Well, my friends, as you can kind of tell, this is another location, a different location. We're still traversing the nation in search of prime optimal fast food, and we're so graciously allowed to use this automobile as our temporary reviewing domain. So, on our travels today, we're going to try out a brand new item from Arby's, home of the famous roasty beef sandwich. So, I was scouring the website, and I was saying, well, what specifically, are they going to be having exactly? What are they going to have? What sandwich am I going to do? And then I see this. It's apparently called their Loaded Italian Sub, and apparently it's brand spanking new again. And what it is, it's a sandwich. We got it right here. I'm not just lying to you all. I had to write everything down because there's so much on it. The Loaded Italian Sub apparently is actually a sub from Arby's. I know you may be saying, Jesus Christ, Review Bro, you're going to Arby's, you had to get their roasted beef sandwich. You're getting a sub? Well, it's new. And we're here to enlighten you and tell you if it's good or if it is going to induce vomiting all over this poor person's car. The Loaded Italian Sub has pepperoni, salami, Swiss cheese, banana pepper, roast ham, vinaigrette, red onion, tomatoes, lettuce, garlic aioli or something. I don't even know what I wrote here. I don't think you can really read that either. And a sub roll. And that's all. That's all that's on it. So, here we are. We're at Arby's. Got some napkins and receipts and everything, and here's the sub. So we'll open it up and we'll show you what our wares are exactly. This is your sub right here. This is what we got right here. Trying to make sure it doesn't fall out, but I think you can see it all right. I think you can see it. So it's a sub. It's got a lot of it. It's loaded, as the name suggests, loaded with Italian stuff, and meat's packed in there. So I guess I'll just hold it up and I'll just start eating. So I'll try to lean over the box, don't make a mess out of this, but it looks rather difficult. So I'm just gonna put it down here and just start eating, alright? I'll let you know how it tastes. So Arby's Loaded Italian Sub going in, my friends. That first bite I can gauge nothing off of because it was just bread. Bite 2 hopefully will offer some more than just bread. You remember back in 2013 when I do the head nod all the time? I'm saying we're going to take about 2 more bites here. Alright, 2 more bites, I'm saying. Looking out the window, there's this really sketchy ice cream truck driving down the street. Oh boy, I wouldn't want to buy ice cream from that thing. There's this rusted out blue van. Forget it. Oh wait, they're not getting my money. And 1 more bite. Alright, 1 more. Close it up so it doesn't spill everywhere. Standard napkin. Alright, my friends, it's the Loaded Italian. It says it's loaded. Is it loaded with flavor? Is it loaded with something else? Well, it's actually not too bad. Now, the one thing with this sandwich is that you saw the amount of ingredients which it does offer. What's that? Like 1,000, different types of ingredients and lettuces and tomatoes and, meats and this and that and the other thing, right? Well, the one thing about it, immediately, that you need to know, is that you're never going to taste everything in one single bite. There's just so much on it Something's going to smear here, something's going to move down here, something's going to fall out of the sandwich. You're never going to taste every ingredient in one bite. That's just not happening. What I can say is that every bite is loaded with flavor. Now, the main thing with this, and you could look back to my review kind of the Bacon Club Chalupa from Taco Bell, where with this sub, all the flavors are there. Yes, in my trademark line, everything is there, right? It really is. The one thing about it, though, is that everything may be there, but when you take a bite, things may slip out. You're never going to get anything in one bite. First bite, of course, is just bread, and then moving down, you got some sauces, some meats, and gradually built up, but then some things kind of diminished. Gonna take a drink here, if that's all right. Well, here's the gist of things. Some flavors, because this does have many flavors, are stronger than others, and you're gonna notice some flavors to be stronger than others. The main thing that I tasted, despite there being about, 25 different things on the sandwich, was the vinaigrette. They put a lot of it on, and that was one thing. With every bite, I could taste this strong taste of vinaigrette. The meats which they put on, which there were a few, really packed in there, were good. They were very flavorful, and each meat, of course, has its own unique flavor. But as is standard of Arby's, all the meats are very flavorful and packed with flavors. The sandwich itself is messy. It's a messy sandwich, but it really is loaded with flavor, and everything really does come together all right. The main thing really is not taste. It's a delicious sandwich. It really does come together just fine. It does taste very good. The sauces, as I said, maybe the vinaigrette is a little too overpowering, but everything else really just does blend and combine very nice. It really is a loaded sandwich, really loaded with flavor. It comes together very nicely. It really does. Comes together quite nicely, might I say. That being said, as I said, the one thing is that it could also be messy. This is just, regards of holding it and not taste at all. It can just be, and I'm looking at it now, it can just be a messy sandwich. I mean, yeah, they give you the nice little holder here and the tiny little thing you can slip it in here, but, I mean, really, if you're just trying to eat it in the car like this, you really have to be mindful of just holding it right and not, letting it drip and droop and slide everywhere, and, so you just got to be mindful of that. I mean, if you're a slob, you don't care, just eat it, doesn't matter. Just let it drip over your shirt, the world's not going to end, but, if you're somewhere else, if you're wearing a suit and tie, don't want to get that messy, you don't. But otherwise, with the sandwich, as I said, very flavorful. Everything combines very nicely. Yes, sometimes at bites, they give their own types of flavors. One bite, you might taste the meats. One bite, you might taste the tomatoes, the onions. One bite, you might just taste the bread. Some bites, you might taste it all. And the vinaigrette is very powerful, but otherwise, everything comes together very nicely. I'm pleased with the sandwich. They really did do a good job at it. I'm reaching over here to see these napkins. Or, receipts. I guess they could be napkins, too. $4.99 it says for this sandwich. And, truth be told, I think that's actually a pretty good deal. $4.99 for the sandwich. I mean, yeah, $5 for a sandwich. But you gotta think, it is a longer sandwich in length. It has so much flavor to it. So many toppings. And it does a good job, too. You may not be able to taste everything in one bite, but everything does go together very nicely. So overall, Arby's, a place that, again, up in Review Bra Land, I'm not really able to try out too often at all. I don't know if there are any in my area. I mean, I imagine there are, but I never go to them. So being able to go to Arby's like this and being able to try them out and see how things are really was nice, and it was a very pleasant and positive experience for a good value, too. So I greatly enjoyed it. So out of 10, I'm going to be giving this sandwich I don't know what they call it, the loaded Italian from Arby's. I'm going to be giving this one an 8.427 out of 10. 8.427 out of 10. Just good. Good sandwich. Not bad. The one thing is just, again, you can't taste everything in one bite. Sometimes vinaigrette can be overpowering, and it's just a sloppy sandwich to eat. But otherwise, not bad at all. I'm pleased with it. I think Arby's did good. Yes, this may not be their standard roasty beef sandwich, but it's a good sandwich nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching. This is Report of the Week, and this is Running on Empty Food Review. Where we will be next, I cannot say, but we will be in a new location. Until then, my friends, take care, all the best. This is Report of the Week, signing off.